You're listening to Please Send Dick Pics. Hope you enjoy it.
Good morning, everybody. This is Angie, and this is Please Send Dick Pics. Today, it's Sunday. Actually, it's Friday, so I'm recording this because we're gonna do this on Sunday. Today, I have two guests from LA. Their names are Theo Manhattan.
Yeah.
Say something. And Jonathan David.
Hello.
Oh, there it is. So,
Hey.
all right. So they're from LA, and I feel cool because they've been staying in my apartment, but they have not seen me at all right this weekend. Like,
You're working.
She's invisible.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're like nobody lives in this apartment probably. April is not here tonight. She's probably sleeping. And I'm trying to sleep. I'm so jealous because I really want to sleep. I have things to do tomorrow.
That shows that you'll sleep in the future.
Yeah. You know, I had an instructor when I went to the Art Institute that said, you get enough sleep when you're dead. I'm like, yeah, but you're not going to enjoy that sleep. So, they're from LA. They've been doing a couple of shows here in Phoenix. And I want to ask, how's the experience going? How's the experience so far, Theo?
It's different.
Different. Okay. That sounds like he's not enjoying that much. I'm kidding.
Like,
I'm kidding.
It's been great.
It's awesome. What about you, Jonathan? It's awesome? How'd you like it?
I love Phoenix. Phoenix is great.
Phoenix. It's
Phoenix is
awesome,
the best.
yeah. So, there's a couple questions from April, because she's not here.
Wherever she's invisible too.
So, how many
She's
shows?
watching us from
Which
someplace.
shows you've done so far? I know you did one on Wednesday.
Wednesday was Lolo's chicken and waffles.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got free chicken and waffles.
I got a soul food platter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and
Michael Cardoza.
Their cornbread is really good.
oh yes,
Got like a
I love their
serious-
cornbread.
the
and
cornbread
butter.
is bomb.
And then
Yeah.
also you gotta get the collard greens. Those are pretty.
Oh,
good.
next time I'll do that.
Not a collard greens guy.
No, you
That's
guys.
because you hate America.
No.
You hate my freedom, Theo.
I hate your freedom, not everyone else's.
Oh my God. Okay. So, and you did also This Week Sucks tonight last night,
Oh
right?
man, I ate so many dicks.
You did so many
That
things.
show is awesome.
It is fun.
So
This week
fun.
sucked for Jonathan and I.
Yeah, it's like, I think they had like the format, kind of like a late night-ish format. Like, was Anwar
Brilliant show.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're genius. No, Anwar is a genius. He has another one. Tonight there's another show.
Yeah, literally the worst show ever.
The worst show ever. I have not yet seen that one, but I heard it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Anwar is a really brilliant guy, in my opinion. I love him. He actually got voted Best of Phoenix, the best comedian on the Phoenix New Times Best of Phoenix poll. And that's like something they do every year. I love the Best of Phoenix poll because the issue comes out on the week of my birthday. So, one thing is my present. It's free. Everybody gets
Okay.
something. It's a guy, they have the one for this year. So,
Some people want Porsches, some people want polls. It's all...
they know, like, Best of Phoenix, they vote for everything. Just so you know, guys.
Okay.
They vote for everything. And I actually picked up this issue because I wanted to know who was the best comedian of Phoenix. And then I was excited because Anwar won Best Comedian. And literally the worst show ever won the Best Comedy Show.
Wow.
So he's a genius. But I still have to yet to see a lot of this stuff. But he is. And you did a couple shows today, and you're doing a couple tomorrow as well, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Show
Awesome.
today we did is the two No, we just did
Comedy
one.
Off Main.
Comedy Off Main.
Comedy
We did
Off Main.
Coms.
Coms.
Yeah, definitely check out Comedy Off Main. Great comedy show.
It's a venue. It's a nice venue.
Yeah, it's a venue. It's a really. I think they have a lot of great comedy shows there.
We love Chris.
Yeah, it's a really great place. They have really awesome, like, great headliners. So it was pretty.
I like the atmosphere of Comedy Off Main Street.
Yeah.
And I mean, Chris is a great guy. He actually listens to us, believe it or not. So we had to blog Chris there so he can book me more shows. Let's get started with the questions. April did the questions because I don't have time for this stuff. I'm busy being too professional and too depressed. So she wants to know what is the craziest event that has happened in your lives and how it has changed you. And if it's like a positive, and if it was a positive thing or if it's too early. So let's start with Theo, what he wants to say.
Well, probably I just experienced a lot of damage.
That's the craziest thing.
Yeah, last year. So early last year, I went on a tour of the Pacific Northwest for comedy, and in Oakland, which is a great city. ... if you want to get robbed. And so
Oakland's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I got my car windows smashed out and almost all of my stuff stolen except for my Vikings bag, which just shows how much California hates the Vikings.
How much Oakland is faithful to their team, but it doesn't matter because the Raiders are now going to be Vegas Raiders.
That's right. There could have been gold bars inside my Vikings bag because it was the worst football team for them. Then they didn't steal it.
Oh, wow.
Then later that year, the same car that got broken into got repoed, which is my first comedy credit.
Oh,
repoed car. Then I moved into an RV, like a podcast studio, and I was living in it for like 4 months, 5 months, and that gets burned down by arsonists.
Oh,
so
no!
I have terrible luck with vehicles. 2017 was not the year for vehicles.
Or places to live.
I was moving around from house to house, and
couch surfing is never fun. I know how it feels, but it's
you
never
feel
fun.
like a total lame-o, but at the same time you're like, this is going to be a good memoir.
This is so funny because these guys say words like, he just say waymo, and I'm like, what is that? So that shows everybody that even though I've been living in this country for a little over 10 years, I'm still learning new things about America.
Yeah, people who burn down RVs.
We will go over the RV too because April wanted to know that, but let's go with Jonathan. What was the craziest thing that has happened to you?
I would say define crazy, really.
I don't know. I mean, that's gosh, like.
I haven't had a crazy life.
You haven't, or you have?
I've had a really crazy life.
Yeah.
But one crazy moment that sticks out for me is the very first time I drank ayahuasca tea.
What?
Ayahuasca tea.
Ayahuasca tea.
Ayahuasca tea.
I'm gonna look into that.
I went to college in Iowa.
You went to college in Iowa?
Ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca.
So ayahuasca tea is it's a psychedelic tea. It's ingestible DMT. So some people can smoke DMT and it's like the greatest.
So it's like some sort of moonshine.
No. So it comes from Peru and Central and South America.
Okay.
So they take these two plants and they cook them together into a tea. And a shaman will give you this tea and you drink it and you'll trip the fuck out.
Oh, so it's like a peyote type of thing. No, it's crazy.
This is like fucking way different because normally when you take a psychedelic, you can go look around the world with your normal eyes and the world looks different through your eyes. This goes directly into the center of your brain and goes book and just explodes color in your mind's eye. And you just start seeing Like you can't see with your eyes anymore. You have to just close your eyes and go on a journey, and you will fucking meet people, and you will fucking go see things, and it's a fucking insane adventure. I took it because I was addicted to heroin.
Oh.
And here's the thing: is before I took it, I really wanted to do heroin, and I was I was just out of rehab, and I was like, man, I really want to do heroin.
You wanted to get that fix.
I drank the tea, and I went on that fucking craziest journey I've ever had in my life. Like this, and I did a lot of drugs, but that was the strongest drug trip ever. It fucking
ayahuasca.
Yeah, it fucking set me straight. Here's the thing: is I woke up like 3 hours later from my trip, and I did not want to do heroin anymore.
I will never. That's good. That's kind of good, I guess. But that answers the question on how this event, that crazy event, has changed you.
Yeah.
Well,
because it changes you. It's like you haven't done heroin, and you don't want to do that.
It didn't just make it so I didn't want to do heroin anymore. It also healed me a lot of emotional pain and things like that. And so I became more compassionate and happier.
Oh.
And so I've drank it a few more times since then, and it's helped me.
So it's like because you said you mentioned
very therapeutic.
You mentioned that it's like a shaman will give it to you. So it's kind of like also like a spiritual drink. Like it's a spirit. Technically, it will be a spirit. It's a spiritual drink. Like they will pray. Because when shamans do this, it's not like you want to get shit faced. It's because they want you to heal over something. They know they're witch doctors, so they know what's going on.
You don't want to take that for fun.
Exactly.
This is not a recreational.
That's not funny.
I don't even like calling it a drug. It feels insulting to me. It's
not even a drug.
This is a very powerful medicine.
It will open your mind. It will
help you.
It will open. So it will open your spirit. It will make you. It will change your life. Technically,
one of my last journeys with it, I relived a very traumatic incident in my life. My parents tried to murder each other.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Right, but it was frightening at first, but it forced me to change my perspective, and I started laughing, and I was like, they're just stupid, and I just started laughing, and I've been happy about that ever since, and I felt better about the whole thing ever since. So it's very I didn't want to think about that. It just forced me to do it.
Oh, okay.
And then I was and it forced me to see it differently. I was like, fuck it. He grabs you by your mind and goes, look at it this.
Okay.
Stop being so fucking unhappy and see the world fucking from a different perspective.
Oh.
And afterwards, you're like, well, you can go back to your old perspective if you want to, but why would you?
Well, now it kind of makes me want to book a flight to Peru so I can go there.
You don't have to go to Peru. Shamans will come out here for you.
Oh, really? I guess I should try that because I'm all broken. I'm destroyed.
The Constitution says you have a right to practice your religious freedoms. And since it's a shaman giving it to you,
okay,
you are legally allowed to do it. So
cool.
Some people might try to prosecute you, but you'll win. You'll win every time.
Okay. So, Theo, April wants to know, since you mentioned the RV, she wants to know if you will ever live in an RV again.
Well, first off, I like how Jonathan's talking about his ayahuasca quest. And
ayahuasca tea.
Drug addiction, and then I'm just like, well, I can't have a vehicle for very long.
You can't have a vehicle for very long.
Ayahuasca could fix that too.
Okay. Yeah, she wants to know also if they're terrifying. I assume it's like RVs. I don't know why an RV will be terrifying. I guess if you park it in a really bad neighborhood and it gets
it gets scary when you're on the brink of death, of course. But,
shit.
You know.
When he mentions the brink of death, I imagine this guy.
But it just gets. If I was sleeping in the RV that night, I would have burned up.
Didn't some people try to break in one time?
Yeah, like this guy. I was sitting in there by myself, and I had a fake AK-47.
Oh shit!
But it didn't look fake to anyone else.
All
of a sudden, I noticed this guy through the window that's passing way too close to the motorhome, and he's checking for doors.
Oh, that's crazy!
And then I grabbed the gun, BB gun,
like a fake AR, like.
Yep.
AK-47.
That's right.
Oh,
and then I see him try to.
But you're from Minnesota. You don't shoot guns. Have you ever shot a gun? I mean, you're from Minnesota.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, though.
And then I caught him trying to break in, and he claimed it was to invite me over to his shed for dinner.
Oh, wow.
Even though I'm like, dude, that's not how you invite people.
Okay. She wants to know how much money you save by living in an RV.
Well, I live there rent free because I had to guard the equipment, so that was like my job and produce the podcast.
And she also wants to know how this event has changed your life in comedy and in general.
It made me really revere independence.
Oh, okay. I know. I know this. How I feel that way because for a couple of years I was not very independent, and then last year I finally got the chance to move here. Like, I like my freedom. I like being alone in my apartment.
Yeah.
So yeah. Another thing is like, are you writing like besides comedy? Are you doing something else like a book, or working on a memoir or something? Yes. You are. Okay, so what this book is gonna be about? She wants to know if you will write a book about your life. What will that book talk about? If you will write it yourself or you want to write it. You guys are writing something, obviously.
So I don't know about Theo, but I currently am working on my memoirs. I've been trying to write it for like 10 years. And just things keep happening, so I have to add more stuff to it, and my perspective changes. And also, it's extremely difficult for me to write about. It's just a tough subject.
Oh, all the stuff that you went through. What about you, Theo? Are you writing something?
Well, if I were writing a memoir, which is coming out on Anchor Books.
On where? Anchor Books?
Anchor Books publishers, Simon and Schuster is having a big party.
Oh.
They have a bidding war with
drugs and booze. That would be awesome.
My book would be called Homeless with a Home.
Homeless with a home. Oh, wow.
The stories of my poor comedy life and how I never have a permanent place to live.
Okay.
And all the experiences living in each place.
I've been trying to write a book, but I don't know how it will work. I tried to make it a blog, and then I'm like, this has potential to be a movie. And I'm still working, like, what do I want to do? But I'm writing a blog, and now it's like absolutely nothing about dating. It's just about like how fucked up I am. Let's see. Do you have any questions right now for April? Maybe she wants to. It says, do an impression of yourself reading your own autobiography for your first audiobook. So Theo,
well, Jonathan's the only one that prepared that. I prepared everything else save for that.
She wants to know who would you pick to star in a movie about your life if they ever make a movie about your lives.
My brother Dylan.
Dylan. Is he fun? Because he looks like you.
He looks a little bit like me. But he does a good impression of me. I mean, it's comical, but...
Is it like a movie version of you?
He's the thing is, he actually would be a really, really funny stand-up comedian. He's just really, really shy, so I don't think he'll ever do it.
Oh.
But he's funnier than I am, that's for sure.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What about you, Theo?
So, the person who played me in a movie, Paul Rust.
Who's Paul Rust?
Actor in Netflix series Love.
Oh, yeah.
And he's also in I Love You... What's that crazy movie? It's like I Love You, Beth Miller, or...
I Love You, Beth Cooper.
Beth Cooper. He was in that
Yeah,
movie.
that guy.
I Love You, Beth Cooper. You guys will be getting royalties.
What is the name of this guy again?
Paul Rust.
Okay. I was going to say, that's not the guy from, like, Project X or anything like that.
No.
No, okay.
At least not that I know of.
No, that's not, yeah. So, yeah. No, I wouldn't pick anyone because nobody can play me. It's just horrible. Nobody's ever going to make a movie about my life. But I'm going to make a script.
That's optimistic.
I know. Oh, God. It's like, we still have 10 minutes, so we have to talk about, the dick of the week.
Okay.
The dick of the week, I mean, normally we always say it's the government or Trump or something because, I mean, for me it's gonna be Trump. Trump is the dick of the century, as everybody knows.
Oh, he just wins dick forever.
When you, because whenever you think he cannot go above, like the craziest thing he has done, he will always manage to surprise us.
Yeah.
I think he's the dick of the week because, specifically for this week, because he put all those like sanctions on those like Russian diplomats and those Russian entities. And it's like, wait a minute, I thought you said that was all fake news and bullshit.
No.
And they didn't have anything to do, and it was all lies and fucking lies. And now, without saying, oh, I was wrong and this is actually true, he's like, yeah, we gotta fuck these guys up. Like, wait a minute, you can't switch sides and act like you never did work. Like, he's gaslighting the whole country.
Oh yeah,
he's fucking.
Nobody cares.
Like, this guy is a fucking con. I'm pretty sure that he fucking plays the shell game in his free time to stay sharp. You know, he's fucking us over. It's just
you don't know, yeah, no, and also because my case is that now he wants to create a space force and. Everybody, of course, Twitter is having a field day with the Space Force. By the way, I completely forgot that we have background noise, so I apologize for that. We record from my apartment, and I'm doing laundry. I'm doing laundry, so you hear like shugu. That's the. You hear my washing machine?
That was your stomach.
That is definitely the washing machine. So I apologize over that, but I have things to do.
Well, my dick of the week.
How else is she supposed to clean her baby?
The baby? Like, I got confused now. You wanted to see my face. I'm like, what? So who's the dick of the week for
Dick of the week
Theo?
for me is Sonic restaurants.
What happened? Why?
They are creating and on the verge of releasing a pickle flavored slushy.
Oh, I heard that, and I'm like...
How much of a dick do you have to be to make that a menu option? Who's going to get refreshed off of Vlasic juice?
Vlasic juice?
I don't know. Like,
Vlasic sounds like flaccid.
I know, like...
Here's the thing is, you can take a shot of whiskey and then take a drink of your pickle.
Picklebacks are great.
It's a pickleback.
Yeah, but pickle juice is no whiskey. You better have damn whiskey in that slushy too. Because otherwise you're just a flat out dick Sonic.
I'm like...
Shame on you, Sonic. Shame on you.
No, I heard that, and I was like,
yeah.
Ew, like... I know, but when I was in the Air Force, I met a girl that I met a girl when I was in the Air Force, and she was pregnant, and her craving was the pickle juice. Like, she had like the little pickles, all the little containers, and she said, I drink the juices because it settles my stomach. And I'm like...
Look, pickle juice is good, but not without whiskey.
And like slushy, like, you're gonna put like crushed ice on that. It's like...
People would pay like $2.99. Hey, could I order a pickle slushy? I don't think I had enough with my sandwich.
What color is the pickle slushy gonna be?
It's like a light green.
Purple.
I think it should be pink.
I think
it should
Pink
be
pickle.
I think it's gonna be
Our
like
a pink pickle and green pickle and yellow pickle and blue pickle. And we have magenta pickle. Which flavor would you like? The flavor is just
clearly I want the pink pickle.
Oh my god! Oh,
What are you talking about?
the pink pickle! La 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 la! I can't hear you guys. I'm sad.
No, there was other options.
I'm sad. Stop it. It's like, yeah, like, I don't know. Like, but we're talking about, it's the 21st century. People were eating Tide Pods until, like, last year. I guess they want pickle slushies to wash the flavor of Tide Pods in their mouth.
Pica or pica is a real disorder. People need to recognize it.
Yeah, but
Pica?
people are going out of their way to
Eating
have
things like
pica.
food.
Oh, yeah. No, I heard about like people that eat paper and stuff like
Like
that.
my
Like,
strange addiction people.
No, check this out, because there was also
but there's people that eat hair and then they have herbals. That's like gross.
There was like a challenge going around the internet for a while called the hot stove challenge,
Oh,
where people
like-
would put their elbows on like a white hot stove top
that's fucking
and
stupid.
hold it there for like 2 seconds, and they're bouncing around in screaming pain, wondering how it got that way, and you're like, because you're an idiot that turned it on, thought you'd go viral, you dick. Get a virus.
People are dumb.
You should start the head implant challenge. We try to stick your own head up your own ass.
Oh, yeah.
God.
And then we can see a bunch of people break their necks trying to break your.
I need a proctologist to brush my teeth.
Like, you,
Oh, wow.
terrible breath.
Yes, you guys are crazy. You guys are that's crazy. That's crazy. So
We're a party.
huh?
We're a party.
We're a
indeed.
party. We're having a blast in here. When I'm not here at home, Theo says that they just like drown in tequila and vodka or something. He said he was doing backstrokes.
I had a near-death experience from drowning in tequila.
He said yesterday I was doing backstrokes in tequila.
I was. Me and Don Juan were doing
Like,
some
la,
back.
la, la, la,
My name is
la, la.
Don Juan de Gato because
Yeah.
I'm a cat's godfather.
A cat's godfather.
Yes.
There's a bunch of cats. Have you seen them around here?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
News story of the week.
What is like, news is
I
fucking
got a
dumb.
news story.
Well, you had the news
Yeah, there's
stories.
news
yes.
stories and
Yeah.
superhero.
Well,
Talk about
Yeah.
the Avengers trailer has dropped, so everybody's excited about that, except me. I couldn't care less.
Yeah.
And they're doing a 31-hour marathon
Good Christ.
for like all the movies. I don't know why people.
What kind of free time do people have?
Not, I don't know.
31 hours
Definitely,
worth of it.
Apparently.
I don't have 31 hours worth of free time.
I know exactly.
Jesus.
So
All right, yeah.
sorry. Let's go.
watch all
Sorry.
31 hours.
We're interrupting. Let's go back to your news story of the week, Jonathan. What's going on?
So
In the what?
in retaliation, so in England, I don't know if you know this, that there's some freaking Russian spy, and his daughter got poisoned with nerve gas
really?
from the Russian government.
Oh,
Great
really?
Britain was pissed off that they did this in their own country. So Great Britain's like pissed off at Russia and has like sanctioned all like a bunch of their like diplomats and a bunch of stuff like that, right? And then today or recently they said that they were also going to seize all Russian wealth located in the United Kingdom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so all their fucking Maseratis and their fucking yachts and all their fucking Aston Martins and shit, all their palaces, all the rich Russian people have fucking money in England, they're taking it all away from them, saying, no, you're not allowed to have money in England if you're going to do that to us. And,
Yeah, because wait, let me see if I got it right. Russians executed 2 Russian spies on foreign territory because it was the United Kingdom
in England.
in England.
Yeah.
And then the British people got mad. That's crazy because you never imagine that British people get mad at
Well, the
England.
Russians should be, the thing is, the
Right.
Russians
Canadian.
should be used to that because there's nothing more Russian than taking assets away from rich Russians.
No.
They did that before, and that's how they came to the USSR.
Exactly, and like that's it's called communism. It didn't work. I
Yeah,
mean,
so they're used to it by now, so it's fine.
for some reason, it's working in some other countries, but nobody cares about those countries. They know China and Russia, but Russia's no longer communist.
China's not a real communist country. They're just
Yeah.
a fucked
It
up-
used to be a long time ago, but
totalitarian.
now they're moving to a free market economy. By free market, I mean capitalist economy.
It's a capitalist economy where the government controls. They
Exactly.
just
Yeah.
take a huge portion.
Free
It's
market.
capitalist punishment.
They just
Yeah.
have it's,
That's
New punk band.
That sounds great. Yeah, I don't know, like China has been doing that for a while, but back in the 80s, it was like, back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, it was like all cultural revolution, no Western shit, and then they killed everybody that was against that.
do you have a news story of the week? Or?
You have a news story?
I have a really interesting news story. Actually.
What's going on,
I've
Theo?
never heard this happen, but two twin brothers that are both astronauts. The one stayed on Earth, The other went into the International Space Station this past year. And over the course of a year, the twin brother comes back from Earth.
Oh.
And it turns out that 7% of his DNA changed.
7%?
In
Yeah.
space.
I heard that. Like,
And thus rendering him not a twin brother by DNA. So space turned them into just regular brothers.
I mean, it's if it's like 7%, that means there's still like 93%.
Yeah,
that is a twin.
93%
So it's more like
it's
more like a fraternal twin at this point.
Or just a regular brother.
Was it all?
Yes.
Was it all the alien semen that changed his DNA? Like, what happened?
That's the cover up.
I don't know. Like, I heard about it, but I haven't read into it.
Like, how did his DNA change? He's a fucking mutant now. It's the radiation. That's what it is.
I guess.
There's
it's
no
like
ozone layer to protect
like
you
the
from
gravity,
radiation.
like living in gravity. It's like,
I took no school science class. There's no protection from the sun's radiation up there, and so that's why they see all those they see like UFOs and stuff. It's because they're being blasted by radiation.
They should send a human centipede into space.
Really? They can come back as like one form monster
Yeah.
that eats their own.
oh wow,
A scuttle creature.
that's crazy. Yeah.
It's good old scuttlebutt.
Scuttlebutt.
Yeah, it's got celery for a hand.
No,
And then my superhero of the week,
it was your
Is-
superhero.
Stormy Daniels.
Of course. I mean, she's America's superhero now.
Stormy Daniels.
But she
kicks
did
ass.
again.
She's the porn star that's putting like a stick in the spoke of the...
Is she gonna save America? Do you think she might save America?
Nope.
No.
Nope. The hero to America is apparently anti-intellectualism. That's what everyone
that's
thinks. Ignorance is bliss, and so am I.
So you don't think Stormy Daniels will save America from Trump?
Not at all.
I mean, and
Because,
even if she does, there's no salvation for this country. There's no hope.
No, only salvation is what anyone else would tell you. Just get out and vote.
No, that's true. No,
And make the right decision.
Yeah.
no, honestly, sometimes, I mean, when you say intellectualism, I get so mad when I deal with people. I talk to so many people, and I think they're so dumb. And at this point, I got to a point in which I think that suicide for me will be most likely a mercy killing.
It could be.
Like, I will fucking kill myself. Like, I'm just done dealing with stupid people. Goodbye, cruel world. And yeah.
Goodbye, cool.
And those stupid people are the ones that multiply the most.
Oh my god, yes. That's terrible. I'm like, oh yeah. Just
You know those
destroy
8
this
billion
earth.
people we have on the planet? Let's just pop out 6, 7 more.
And then they're gonna eat Tide Pods.
Exactly.
Hey, somebody's got to eat them.
I know. You're like, Pika, you're defending them. You're like an advocate for that.
I'm just saying that they need help.
But you gotta admit that, I mean, I can understand Pika, you can pronounce that. I only can pronounce 85% of the English language, so everybody should know that. But there might be some people that are like attracted to that, like they can't control it.
Yeah.
But there's people that were doing it there for attention.
Well, they're just fucking idiots, and they get what they deserve.
Exactly. Like a lot of people.
Like, I always feel like we shouldn't give them medical attention. Like, well, I guess you just chose to die.
Because Pika might be more like an addiction, like you said, a strange addiction. Nobody, I mean, they can't control it, but it's like
Pikachu. It's the new.
Here's the thing: if you're too dumb not to eat poison, then
let him die.
Then you should have been killed off a long time ago. Like, trust me, if you were a cave person, you were that dumb, you would have gotten eaten by a motherfucking tiger.
That's right.
You want to know something that happened in Arizona when that Tide Pod craze was hype? A donut shop created donuts with the color scheme of Tide Pods. That happened in fucking Arizona, and they were like the berry, the cherry, blueberry, strawberry, whatever jelly filled donuts. And
Arizona is
buy them. It's like
serious
they
about
burst.
its donuts. We know that.
No.
Good God.
They have a donut shop like just across the street.
Arizona does donuts well.
Yeah.
Oh, you tried donuts already
Welcome
here?
chicken and donuts.
Chicken and
So I went
donuts.
there. That was pretty damn good.
Okay,
How
so
about your celebrity dick?
I don't have a celebrity. You have a
Oh,
celebrity.
Ricky Gervais.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I think April mentioned it.
Yeah, I had no idea that
It's okay.
he
And
was
do you have a dick? A celebrity dick?
Yes.
Which one it is?
My celebrity dick is King Richard I of England.
Oh, wow. We never thought about that. We didn't see that coming.
Because seriously, when in history have you ever been able to say the king is a dick and it's totally cool? Like you're not.
Was that Rachel?
And he was a dick though. He was a total dick.
That
That's
was
the
not.
one-
Was
that's
that
the one-
Rachel Lionheart?
That's the one. Yeah.
Oh,
So
he was a total dick.
So yeah,
To the Muslims.
He was a total dick because he freaking did the Crusades. He wasn't even from England. He spent his whole life in France. He went to England and said, "Hey, give me all your fucking troops so I can go and fight my own personal war in the Crusades and killing Muslims." And it's like, fuck that guy. That's just like the fucking rich to convince a bunch of poor people to go die for their country for what it's actually for some fucking rich guy's bullshit. And he doesn't give a fuck about them. He just wants his shit. He wasn't fighting. You know, it's just like how we're doing today when we send people out to go fight for oil. Those people don't need to be fighting for that shit. That's bullshit.
That's true.
very true.
Okay, so what's going on in this? Okay, so it looks like there was another question, but I don't feel like I'm gonna make this question because it's talking about like comedy circles and all that.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that because then I'll be like, the smaller my circle, the better. I'm like totally not friendly enough to be booked anywhere. So hopefully I will go to Chicago one day and then I will get booked there because nobody will know me. Or like, okay, I can start anew. Nobody knows my life from here.
No, you'll never be able to do that in comedy. Everywhere you go, people will know you.
Yeah, but I don't want them to know what happened in Arizona.
They'll find out.
Fuck. And that's gonna be terrible. So that means I can beat the shit out of certain people.
Do what you want to do. Be yourself. Like,
Because there's someone I want to beat the shit out of.
yeah.
And that's as far as I am willing to go because they don't need to know that. So I think that's all the time I have right now. And by that I mean that I want to go to bed because it's already past my bedtime.
Yeah, it's time for Theo and I to drink all your booze and stuff.
Yeah, all my I had tequila. I had tequila. And I think I have a
we're
couple
kidding.
beer.
We're not asking.
So
Yeah, we're just joking. That's just a joke.
that's awesome. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this. And remember, please send dick pics because I'm single and I'm lonely and I'm fucking sad, okay? Have a good one, guys. Until next time.
Kid has got no friends.